Hello, this is Wesley Fryer, and this is a brief screencast with tips about how you can quit applications which are running in the background on an iOS device like an iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch when you're running the iOS 4.0 software. And today is December the 9th, 2010, as I record this. With the release of the iOS4 software, Apple has enabled us to organize our apps into folders, and that is a wonderful thing. And there's all other features, including backgrounding, which means applications can actually continue to run when they're not open. And as I click the Audible app, this is one of my favorite applications now to use to listen to audiobooks, and I can be listening to a book that I have here on Audible, and when I exit the app by pressing the home button and going to another app, it still continues to run in the background, and that is just fantastic. Of course, Pandora is a great internet radio program, and similarly, it's wonderful for it to continue to run in the background without having to have it open. But one of the things that happens as we open up all these different applications is they are running in the background and take up a little bit of memory. Unless you're running something like Google Maps, which reaches out for GPS to do updates, or an app that is using push notifications, I don't actually think there's a tremendous amount of memory that's taken. But Bob Sprankle in Wells, Maine showed me this tip, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here to my home button at the bottom, and I'm going to double click, and what this will do is open up essentially like a taskbar if you're a Windows user, or like your dock on the Mac, and it shows you all these applications that are currently running in memory. Now, if you go all the way to the left, there's a button you can click to lock your portrait orientation or to unlock that. And particularly on the iPad, where that used to just be the switch in the upper right corner, and Apple changed that, that's really nice to be able to have that portrait lock and unlock. But in order to close some of these applications, what I can do is I can just press my finger and hold it down on one of the icons, just like I would do if I was going to rearrange the order. But instead of having the X in a black circle in the corner, you're going to see a red circle in the upper left corner. And what I'm going to simply do is click on that icon in the upper left corner of the app, and then it is going to close it. So these apps are no longer running in current memory, and I can press my home button, and it will allow me to return back to my home screen and basically function as I did previously. So that's a good tip. In the bottom left corner of your screen over here, underneath these links, you're going to see a link to my Applicious user profile, and my ID is WFryer. And I want to point that out because Applicious is a really great program, which is, it's kind of like Delicious for social bookmarks, and it allows you to not only share the apps that you use with other people and rate them, but then you can also get application recommendations. So based on the people that I'm following on Applicious, these are some applications that are recommended for me to check out, which is pretty cool. And I'll just go ahead and switch over here on the website to show you what this looks like. So this is the Applicious website, and you can follow other people. It allows you, here at the bottom you can see I've got currently 415 apps. When you synchronize your iTunes library, you can choose to have your apps shared, and you can follow other people. And so a shout out to Lucy Gray. Here's an example. So I'm following Lucy in Chicago, and I can see the apps that Lucy has installed and tried, and the ones that she's rated. She's a big Audio Boo fan, as I am, it looks like. And in addition, you can curate lists. So here's an example of lists that Lucy put together for visitors to New York City. And those apps are listed here with the descriptions that she's chosen to put in. So Applicious is really a great website. It does have a mobile app that you can use, but I think it's most helpful for being able to share recommended apps that you like, and then creating these what are called curated lists. So here's a list of some of my favorite applications for story chasing, for being on the road, being mobile, being out and about, and being able to photograph and share things that you find. So that's it. This has been Wes Fryer with Moving at the Speed of Creativity, and I would encourage you to follow me on Twitter and check out my blog Speed of Creativity, where I'm sharing mainly tips relating to educational technology, but very often tips that relate to the use of the iOS devices as well. Have a great day.